Hey, welcome to episode 2. So we're still in the phase where we are recording. By the way, this is Jeff. Again, I play Alan here. We're still just recording the Google Meet. By episode 3, next episode, we are doing individual audio tracks, so the audio quality goes up quite a bit. And by episode 4, it goes up even more as our microphones get a little better. Anyway, the story continues to be excellent and fun, and I'm so glad that you're here. Everything in here lays the groundwork for some really fun stuff. And we've recorded about 30-something, 35, maybe almost 40 episodes so far, so we're really invested in it, and we think you'll really enjoy it, and we think you'll enjoy the journey that these characters go on. I just wanted to give you a little bit of preface. All right, enough preamble. Let's get to this Constitution. Here we go. This is the Nerdtime Chronicles presented by Assembler FM.
My inside joke college toy was a decapitated Spider-Man. I had this little foam keychain, but the head ripped off at some point. And so instead of being a Spider-Man, it was decapitated Spider-Man. And he had his own theme song and everything.
How did it go?
Who's coming to save the day? Decapitated Spider-Man. He'll save you in a decapitated way. Decapitated Spider-Man.
Decapitated Spider-Man.
It's catchy, right?
It's good. It's really good. I like it. I like it.
And then he will soothe your wounds with esophageal kisses.
Ew.
Just so I know, is anyone else recording external audio? Just so I know.
Yes, I was going to.
Great. Just send it to me when you're done. I don't care how. Dropbox,
Okay.
Google Drive, however. Everything's just line out and prayer.
Recorded.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's got a track recording on her side. I've got a track recording on my side. And as far as Hannah, Scott, and Aaron, I'm getting all of you guys through my recorder here. So anyone that's making a recording on your side, I'll use it because it'll be higher quality. And if you're not doing it, then I'm getting you. But I just like having.
I mean, have you
backups.
told everyone that like you've made a little episode out of what we're doing?
Yeah, it's been in the group chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like our
haven't
family
been into the
newsletter,
group chat.
Sarah.
Sorry. I've like really hardcore like gone off social media kind of, and like I'm like unplugging because it's too much.
By the way, if anybody's opposed to being recorded, apparently tough.
Oh, right. Well, if anyone's opposed to it, then I won't do it. But that's okay. That's fine.
I put my headset back on, but I moved the mic away, so hopefully you won't hear my breathing as much.
I didn't notice it last time.
You commented on it. You said, "Who's breathing?"
Don't let Jeff being an asshole ruin your breathing.
I cut it out of the episode.
So therefore, it's no longer part of history.
Yeah. Since I cut it out of the episode, like, that is no longer in my memory. But this is a game. It's fine. I don't care that much.
It's a game first. It's an accidental podcast.
Yeah,
at best.
it's a game first. That's what I'm interested in.
Also, I mean, I've got like open mic here because I'm using the camera mic. So my mom decides to yell at television.
That's just flavor. That's flavor crystals.
That's seasoning.
Back to the magic.
I would start again, Aaron.
Ibis has started for the main room to seek out Douglas Threeman. Hadron, Alanir, and Rosemary, you are still in melee combat with the ants. Alanir, you are first up, but before you take your turn, I want you to roll either Insight or Survival.
I'm gonna roll.
Whichever you have the better proficiency in, I'll allow.
Sure. A 0 Insight. What was the other one? Survival?
Survival?
0 Survival. Okay, great. I'm gonna roll Insight.
Of course. Yes, but you have advantage on.
Shh. It says I have disadvantage on.
Oh, well then either way. Just be normal. Just be normal.
All right. Normal. Insight. Done. Rolled.
So what'd you get?
17.
All right, 17. Fantastic. Okay, so I am going to remind your character thinking about the fact that they are fighting ants from the game itself is going to have a flash of insight and remember the Museum of Weapons and Armor from the game just across the lobby.
The one I pressed my nose against.
The one, yeah, you were like aquariuming at the beginning of the adventure.
I remember the museum downstairs in the lobby.
What museum?
The ants. It's all so familiar. So I guess, do I have to stay in combat?
You can
or
do
can I run
whatever you would
downstairs?
like to do. There's a door right behind you.
Did I see weapons and stuff downstairs?
Yeah, when you looked through the window, you saw artifacts from the games, costumes, weapons,
Right.
and armor.
Okay, but my foot's like, I still stab my foot, right? So I'm like, okay, good. Guys, there's stuff downstairs. Sharp things downstairs. Ants in the game downstairs. And I'm like limp down the stairs.
Out of the door directly behind you?
Yeah. Whatever's, because I stood at the door to throw stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'll do.
It's all on the same floor, I think.
Oh.
Technically, yes, it's all the same floor. Somehow y'all have
shoot.
decided that
Okay.
the main office is...
Wait, but the museum, like, if I follow my little dude, I go out to the office, and then there's these lovely stairs that you drew, and the museum's downstairs, isn't it?
No.
There
These
are
lovely stairs.
by the desk because I stole a free image from the internet.
All right, everything I just said, except minus the stairs.
Okay, but what are you going to do?
I'm going out the door behind me, through the other door, and I'm going to the museum, and I don't remember what's in the museum, but is my action just getting to the museum, or can I do something there?
Yes, you can roll perception once you get into the museum.
I'll do that.
Since I'm like right on the other side, I've heard everything he's just said, right?
Yes, I assume so.
Okay.
Can I get in, or am I stuck outside?
Alanir, yes, you are in the museum. You see distinctly that the weapons and the armor look more solid than you first anticipated when you passed by it earlier in the adventure.
Okay, but just getting there was my turn, right? So I'm done.
For right now, you're done.
Yeah.
Hadron, you're next.
Can I make a perception check to see if I saw the doors?
Sure.
All right, that's a 2.
It's a 2. So yes, you see a door facing the lobby direction, but frankly, I don't know that needs to be a roll to connect that. It could be a closet. You don't know.
Right.
But you could take the risk and go through that way.
I'll try it.
So you dash across the, because you've got the ant pinned with the lion tamer chair, so you can sort of give it a little bit of a shove to get it moving, and then you make your way down, and the door is open and easy to pass through.
Okay, what do I see in this other room?
It is a little tiny utility hallway. There's a door to either side and straight across from you.
Okay, I will turn back to Rosemary and yell, this way, and I'm done.
The ants are going to sort of flank this direction, but there's nobody in biting range at the moment.
Because I boiled one of them alive.
You did boil the closest one alive. If you'd done that after the grits were thrown, they probably would have had a reaction. But that's right. They are blinded from the grits, so they are feeling around in the darkness to find you guys. But you get a moment to move away from them without taking an attack of opportunity. Rosemary, what do you want to do?
I run after Hadron.
Cool. So I think both of you can get into the museum from that angle. Well, you can get into that little 4-door room, and you need to make a choice. Since Hadron got us into that little room, you can have an opportunity to make a choice of one door.
Can I do a check to see if I hear anything from any of the doors?
Sure.
What check do you want me to make?
Which door are you checking?
Oh, I was thinking I would just stand in the middle and listen.
Okay, cool. Roll perception.
Okie dokie. 11.
11. All right. You hear things from the south and to the west, assuming north is to the top of our current map. So straight ahead and to your right as you ran into the room.
But I can't really tell what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just going to run south straight ahead.
Okay. Ibis, you're out in the open office. The team has screamed weapons, armor, and started charging down towards the lobby zone. What do you want to do?
I think Ibis is gonna sigh and go, fuck, that's a good idea. So I think he's gonna go to the museum, but then he's gonna go up to Weakman and like knock on the door, but like I think he wants to be armed before if like any more ants show up. So can I just stand next to the Keebler?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
You can take that path and get to the Keebler.
All right. And as always, as soon as like I jaunt in, I'm gonna stand right next to the Keebler elf, and I'm gonna let out a little wind.
All right, fantastic, Alanir.
Okay, what do I see in this room? I mean, I know it's a museum, and I know there's like game artifacts, but are they in cases?
Some of them are in cases. Some of them are on the walls. Some of them are on mannequins and displayed as like costumey type pieces. Roll an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, very nice. So your eye is drawn all the way across the room. On the back wall, there is a pair of crossed sabers in like a arms display on the back wall.
Uh-huh. Where are you going with this?
I have no idea. But that's what like
gets my attention. Sure. Sure. Okay, great. Do I obviously I know Ibis is in the room from the smell. I go for those, and I'm looking for a way to open the case or to get them out.
Those are actually just out on the
great.
wall.
I grab them.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, he's armed. Okay.
As your hands come down on the handles of these blades, it is very obvious right away that they are not like super cheap plastic displays or just an artificial thing. They are at least, if nothing else, true heavy metal swords. But they seem to slip free of the case and into your hands pretty easily. For a brief moment, they seem to shine in the display lights. One has sort of a red gleam to them. One has sort of a blue gleam to it. And you see what you've always understood to be a family crest sort of icon on the hilts of the two swords. And as you touch them, they begin to feel a little bit lighter, and you feel lighter. Your vision sharpens. You begin to move a little bit faster on your feet, and you take on seemingly all of the characteristics of the half-elf listed on your character sheet and stats, and you are now able to utilize those abilities and advantages.
But like visually, I look the same, right?
Well, you've always had those little sprightly ears that came up to a slightly higher point than the average ear.
Okay.
But as you glance up into the glass of another display, they catch your eye a bit more. And you can hear Rosemary and Hadron from the other room. You begin to feel like you have a sense of what to do with these blades.
Okay. And can we say that I no longer notice any pain in my foot?
Yes.
Great. All right. I'm filled with inspiration and courage suddenly. More so than usual. More courage than usual, for sure. Is that my action?
That's your action. Taking up these blades.
Oh, great.
And I guess only Ibis is in the room to see it, but...
oh, God. Is the odor stronger then?
Yes, I guess every sense would be a little stronger.
All right, so let me modify this.
Still a dweeb.
Still disgusting.
Rosemary.
I have a question about our last turn, because you said I could try a door.
Oh.
And so I picked a door. Did we run through?
Yes. Y'all are... If not, you are within a...
Yes?
I assume if you picked the door, you ran through it.
Okay, cool.
But if not... But yeah, so I assume you saw the museum. So you're right. You also watch Alanir pick up these blades and just become a little bit more sprightly as he does so. You see something probably that you're not expecting to be drawn to, but you look across the room and there is a warhammer that is almost the size of Rosemary on a display. What do you do?
I run toward it.
Okay. You see the hammer, the handle, propped up in a museum display, the two forks holding it at like sort of presentational style, and a little placard beneath it.
Can I read it?
Sure. This is the Storm Hammer, and it is used by one of the avatars in the game and became famous in the 3rd expansion pack. And it is known to be a giant character who takes storm powers with that element.
I grab it.
So Rosemary sort of reaches up and puts her hands on the hammer and sort of chucks it back a little bit to get it off the display, and the head of the hammer falls to the floor, and as it strikes the floor, there's like a crack like thunder that just sort of echoes through the room. And her eyes black out for a moment, and her hair stands on end like she's holding on to a Tesla coil, sort of floating free in the air for a moment. And little tiny Rosemary begins to grow. And she grows not quite to twice her height, but she is nearly 7 feet tall, ripping through her clothing, keeping, of course, a decorous amount around her as she grows. And sort of she hulks out while her body crackles with lightning. And she can now easily pick up and hold this hammer, which has a metal head on one side, and the spike on the reverse side is sort of jagged like a bolt of lightning. And Hannah, you now have all of access to Rosemary's Storm Giantkin abilities.
Yay.
Is that her reaction?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right.
Is that my move?
Yeah, that's it. You get to power up this turn.
Ibis is watching this like, what the fuck? And when the lightning goes off, he like just gets real quiet and a little nervous because he's been farting a lot. And electricity is, I don't know, it might spark.
Could be combustible.
Right.
Yeah.
But I at this point, I think he's what else can he do? I don't think he wants to run. I think he's kind of waiting to find out what happens.
All right. The object that draws your eye is a mirror in a display case.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either. Like Sarah wasn't. I think Ibis sees his reflection and like groans and goes, ugh. But I don't know. I think he misses holding a mirror. So I don't know. Maybe he goes to it, right?
This is like a full size like wall display sort of mirror. It's not like a hand mirror.
Oh, it's like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he goes to it because I think it's been a minute since Ibis has really looked in a mirror. So I think he goes over to it. Yeah, and just sort of sees kind of himself.
As he walks towards the mirror, his reflection ripples a little bit, and he begins to realize that it's something like a funhouse mirror, and it's distorting his image somewhat. And he sees himself quite a bit thinner and taller than he currently is, and he thinks back to when he was sort of peaking in high school, college, and he was quite renowned, and then he remembers the woman that he hurt and who looked at him one night and said, "You are nothing but the ugly clown, and you will never be anything else." And the reflection begins to ripple a second time, and he not only begins to see himself in the shape and state that he sort of let himself fall to with that crumbling ego that he experienced, but perhaps even wider and even shorter. And he can almost see the aura that he has created around himself. But with that self-acknowledgement and awareness, he begins to feel empowered in some odd way. And he sees his reflection, and his body then begins to match the funhouse reflection, this distorted version of a human that he has become.
That's a lot. I think you've really struck a chord with Ibis, and I think Ibis instantly, while feeling empowered, feels incredibly exposed and vulnerable. And I think I think Ibis starts to freak the fuck out. Like, no. It's too much. It's too much to see the words come to life, I think. I think he's a little bit in shock. And if he starts to take a few steps back, like, he's getting the fuck out of here. Like, he's getting the fuck out of here.
Roll a charisma. No, roll a constitution check or a wisdom check if it's impacting him emotionally or physically.
Yeah. So like a constitution saving throw kind of deal. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it's a big reaction, I imagine the rest of us would kind of notice, right? Because he's been so...
Yeah, so he's distorting. He's not been a pleasant, attractive man up to this point, but it's mostly been his behavior and his attitude, and now his physical body is sort of matching what he's been presenting this whole time.
But I mean, also, too, the any feelings that he's publicly presenting of uncertainty, we haven't seen yet, right? This has been a super cocky dude so far, right?
I don't think cocky. I just think brash. The cocky person, that was in the past. This is just a brash, honest,
defensive,
very raw. Yeah, defensive.
I think there's been nothing demure about Ibis so far.
Oh, yeah, no, totally.
So to see Ibis cower in any way is totally weird, right? Even in this super heightened moment.
Yes, I think that's true. And so I think when Ibis panics and backs up, a little fart squeaks out.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He's totally like...
Unintentionally, the fart is visible this time. It's like a shimmer in the air of stinky brown gas, but it's shaped like a hand, and it slaps against the case the mirror is in. He's able to keep from breaking the mirror, but he accidentally casts Mage Hand and slams his fart fist against the windows around him.
Did you just invent Fart Hand?
I did. All right. Rolling back around to Hadron. So you are in the room. Go ahead and roll an investigate check for me, Hadron.
Okay.
All right. That's 14. 13 with your modifier, so that's good enough. You are drawn to a stone pendant. It looks rather simple. But there's something about it that draws your eye. It's a little bit away from you in a display case. What do you want to do?
So he will go move towards this thing.
Okay. It is in a closed but not locked case, and there's a little placard by it.
What does it say?
So this is the Obsidian Pendant. It is known from the original core game. It is considered an arcane focus, and it is meant to imbue the player with strength.
Okay, he'll pick it up.
It starts cold in your hand, and after holding it for just a short moment, much sooner than a typical object would, it begins to warm in your hand, and it feels very comforting and very connected. In some way, you like holding it, and you wish almost that it was closer to you.
He will put it in the breast pocket of his shirt.
Okay. It feels warm and comforting and doesn't quite glow there from anybody else's perspective, but you almost perceive it as glowing right over your heart from inside your breast pocket. So we're sort of out of initiative. The ants have not pursued you at this point. So if you want to discuss or take any non-combat sort of free actions, you are free to do so for the moment.
What the fuck just happened?
Why is everyone shouting?
I think we need to go to Weakman, Threeman. I don't know what's happening, but he's got to fucking know. And like, Ibis is like beelining it. Like he's freaking out and he's beelining to what's his name's office.
I'm feeling brave, so I guess I'll follow Ibis. I mean, I don't know.
Make a decision. I'm leaving.
Well, you're already gone, right? You're out of the room.
I guess so. I'm here. Is that acceptable?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I got sword things and everything's very, very loud all of a sudden. What's going on with you, Rosemary?
I just doubled in size. I could squash you.
Yeah, I noticed. Please don't.
Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. But somebody,
That's the theme.
somebody pull out your phone, call the cops. Rosemary, can you help me move one of these cases in front of the doors to keep the ants from coming through here?
Sure.
Can we not call the cops? I've got a lot of like parking tickets and like.
There are large wild animals in this building full of people. We have got to call the cops.
Okay, I'm fumbling for my phone.
Right, you got this big gun.
And I'm
now.
pushing cases against the door.
Yeah, and I'm helping Rosemary.
Roll strength with advantage.
Yeah, nat 20.
All right, you managed to get one of the larger displays in front of the door without toppling it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, between the two of you, Hadron starts sort of nudging it with his shoulder, moving it bit by bit by bit, and Rosemary reaches over and picks the entire counter-sized display full of exhibits up into the air and sets it down gently in front of the door.
My phone's totally dead. And can I hear where Ibis is going with these new ears?
You can hear that he is retreating away from you for sure.
Okay, because I feel the impulse to, even though it's delayed, to follow Ibis, because I don't know, I don't want to call people, and I can't push anything against the door, but maybe this, I don't know.
All right.
My phone's totally dead. I'm gonna go follow what's his name, and just I don't know. We split up, I guess.
All right. So Ibis and Alanir are headed up the open office. They don't look as much different from their previous selves as, say, Rosemary currently does. Are you trying to get attention? Trying to avoid attention? What's your plan here?
I mean, Ibis is going to that conference room door because he's pissed. He's freaked out. And if this motherfucker runs the company, he fucking knows what's up. And if he doesn't, he's about to.
Right.
All right. Great.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh, what the hell? We might as well go with them. Come on. And I follow.
All right.
But I don't know anyone's name because I got here after roll was
Right.
called. So
That's great.
so I'm just following.
Guys.
To Ibis, you all have nicknames anyway. So even though you're 7 feet, I still think Ibis is going to call you Polly Pocket.
It's the one with the sharp things, the one with the hammer, the one with the gas, and the one with the necklace.
I like Polly Pockets, this sort of Little John phenomenon.
Is this a secretary out here?
Yes.
Okay. Hadron is going to go use her phone.
Okay.
Protocol.
She kind of looks up at you, bored. Can I help you?
Yeah, need to call the cops. There are some wild animals in the kitchen.
Uh-huh. Wild animals in the kitchen.
Yeah, and he'll show
Right.
where one of the things has bit him and say, "This did not happen from my imagination. Call the cops."
That's pretty gnarly, for sure. Roll persuasion. And tempted as I am, I'm not going to call it at disadvantage. She's not that unhelpful.
It's hard to sit at a desk all day.
Oh,
19.
all right. I will see who
Oh,
I can
shit.
get on the
All right.
line. And she
It's
pulls
the
out.
cops.
Yeah.
That's who you're going to get on the line.
Okay. You don't want animal control if they're wild animals.
This bitch.
She is just doing her job.
I'll get somebody. All right. We've got a service. We'll take care of it. Okay. So she starts dialing the phone.
Hero of bugs.
Team run up the hall.
Mm-hmm.
You're just running up the hall. You're at the door now.
Okay. Oh, we are at the door? Great.
Yeah.
How do I...
Did I get to the door first, even though I didn't intend to?
What's your movement speed?
Oh, I don't actually know. I don't know how to see that. Okay. I'm just going on story
Okay.
here. Okay.
Striding.
Right, so we are at
Nice.
the door. Excellent. Is it my go or is it Rosemary's go now?
We are out of combat, so you are free to act as you would like.
All right, I'm standing on this sofa.
Okay, Ibis is gonna go up and hardcore pounding like old school cop, like doom, doom, doom.
Okay. There is a echo in the room and silence, and no one opens the door.
I'm standing on the couch thinking I'm Legolas.
I'm gonna do it one more time. Doom, doom, doom. Threeman, I know you're in there. We gotta talk now.
There's no response. Yeah.
Is there nothing? Is there still nothing? Okay, great. Do I have all of my fart powers now? Like, do I just...
Yes, but you don't quite understand them yet, so you'll have to work around that.
Can I rage fart? Like, I get so mad that I fart as I scream, "Get your ass in here!" And can I use, if we're getting creative, can I use... Hold on, I gotta... can I use... It's either message, where I fart so hard it passes through the door, and you basically hear the rage in the room that Threeman's in.
You can fart a message into the door, yes.
Okay, but like I'm yelling it, like I know I can usually whisper, but I'm so mad that I just fart, and it's gonna go through the door of "Get out here now."
All right, so you scream, and in anger you fart simultaneously, and again that little stinky brown cloud sort of appears and wiggles its way between the cracks of the two doors, and a moment later, unexplainedly, you hear your own voice from inside the room screaming once again, "Get out of here now." But there is no response.
I open the door.
Well...
Okay. Rosemary tries the latch. It is locked. What?
He has a hammer.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to try and bash the door in?
I do.
Okay. Great. Go ahead and give me an attack roll against door. What'd you get?
A 6.
So, despite being able to lift this hammer, it is still very new to you, and you rear back to try and strike at the door, and in fact overbalance a little bit to the back and fall backwards, missing the door with your attack roll against a door.
Womp womp.
All right, so Rosemary has tried to attack the door, and the hammer she's still getting used to it. She fell backwards a little bit rather than swinging it successfully into the door.
I see the roll. Sure.
All right, mister, I've been arrested a lot. What would you like to try to do next?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that none of the ants, they haven't advanced out of the break room or anything. They're not in the main lobby, right?
No.
All the employees are over here.
Just sort of employing. They kind of...
Well, okay. Yeah?
They did kind of look up when Rosemary stormed through the room, but...
Okay, right.
They seem oddly complacent with that as a moment of their day.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Herd mentality. I guess I'm here. So I guess I'm going to try something with the door, too. What would equate to my Dungeoneer's pack or crowbar in this... I do have Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, all right. I go to the door. I say, "All right, guys, don't worry. I got this. I learned this trick when the cafe wouldn't pay me, and I had to go back in and borrow some stuff from the register.
Just do it.
I pop out the
Just
creamers.
do it.
I pop out the creamers, and I lube up the lock on the door, and I stick the pointy end of one of my new swords in it, and try to just I'm just going to credit card that thing open. That's what I'm trying.
All right. You have give me.
Oh yeah, what's it gonna be for this?
Give me sleight of hand. We'll call it like a lockpick attempt.
All right, here it comes.
All right.
Did it roll?
Oh shit.
What'd you get?
Okay.
I don't know.
21.
21.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
you managed.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good for that roll, too.
Sorry. You can't prove that the creamer helped in any way. But nobody can prove that the creamer didn't help because you managed to wedge the narrow point of the sword into the gap between the doors and pop the lock, and you now have opened the door into Douglas's office.
Yes. Great. Haha. Yeah.
Aha!
What do we see? Is the door open now?
Ooh.
Yeah, the door. That's up to y'all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's totally open.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you walk in. It is a typical executive level suite. It is.
Grab me.
It has got a big desk with a painting. It's actually got behind the desk, right directly behind it on the chair, there's sort of this emerald disc up on the wall, sort of this weird decorative piece. There's a sitting area for like conferences, more private appointments and things like that. And the chair is facing a large painting of Douglas in armor, like the epic loot armor from the game. So it's this little nerdy guy, well, very tall, but scrawny nerdy guy in this elaborate gold armor with his foot on the head of a dragon. That is what you see in his office. There is clearly nobody in it at the moment.
Ugh, conceited much? Ibis says, there were people in here like a few minutes ago. Because from the time of when this is a question. From the time when I've heard him and we fought the ants, only like 2 or 3 minutes have passed, right? Like in the world of D&D and battles, right? Like it's not been...
Well, you went in and you watched the video for at least 10, 20 minutes before everybody left the room.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
So since you've left the room from the video, it's been just a couple of minutes. But there has been almost a half-hour gap since you last saw Mr. Threeman.
Okay. Can I look around the room and see if there's any traces of anything that, like... Because I know that there were people in that room. I heard them. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could hear them. Can I search the room to see if there's any traces, if like people left something behind or like anything?
Yes. Roll investigation again.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, what'd you get?
I'm trying to see. I got a 20.
Fantastic. Okay, but a dirty 20. So,
a dirty 20, so 18 plus 2.
Yeah. So you go to the desk, and I think with pretty little shame, you sort of start rifling through his stuff. And
100.
He's got one of the big desk calendars laid out in front of his position, and under the corner of the desk calendar is an old metal castle-style key. The round head, and then the long shaft, and then the and
yes, I know what you're talking about.
The skeleton style
Dungeons
key.
and dildos.
Yeah,
dungeons and. All right, that's what you find.
I take the key.
Great.
Are there any locks on the desk, or is it?
There is a more modern style lock on the top drawer.
Oh, so there's no way it would fit.
There's no way it would fit.
I still want to try it.
Okay.
Look, all weird shit's been happening all day, so what the fuck do I know? And like, he tries the lock.
And the key melts to match the shape of the No. It just sort of bashes the key against the lock a couple of times and nothing happens.
Look, it's been a weird fucking day. Nothing makes sense. I don't know. I could be holding a banana. That looks like a key.
Roll perception. No, just kidding.
And I assume, is my turn over, or are we just kind of...
You're in free action
meandering
now.
about?
Yeah, this is just...
All right.
You gonna tell anybody about it, or
no? Because I don't know you guys, so I'm just holding on to this key.
Well, we all saw you do something, so I'm standing on the couch. Anytime there's a couch, if I put my guy on it, just assume I got like 1 foot up.
Okay.
Whatever. And I guess I can probably see okay. So I don't know if I saw her get the key or what, but hopefully I saw her do something.
Ibis, were you trying to be stealthy at all?
No, I'm in full on, like, I'm trying to find answers. Like,
right,
I don't
great.
give a fuck.
You not only saw her look, you saw her find the key.
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to say, what's that? What'd you get?
I got a key.
To what?
Oh, the key to my heart. I've been keeping it on my boss's desk this whole time, and I'm going to use it to unlock my happiness that's, like, rooted deep down inside. I don't fucking know what the key is for, but I thought it could be useful.
You don't have to be nasty about it.
Is there another door?
No.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the cops. Maybe they're on their way. Anybody else think it's weird that nobody thinks it's weird?
Butterfingers, I don't think cops are coming. I think everyone's in on this. If anything, we should look for Trish from HR. Is she back in the video room? How do we know that she didn't set all this up? She was really perky. Don't trust perky ladies.
There's an information desk up front or secretary or whatever. I mean, like, maybe there's information there. Maybe we should ask somebody what's going on.
Butterfingers, you go right ahead. I don't like to trust. No. I mean, they heard us screaming and fighting those ants, and nobody did anything. There's a room full of people on the outside, and we weren't quiet there, bub. So, like, what do you think? Like, they care? No. We're on our own. We got to figure this out, because no one's going to give us answers.
Okay. Maybe the people are ants. No? Just me?
Hadrian will look around for a fire alarm to pull to get these people out of here, basically.
All right.
So, by the book.
Roll perception.
Hadrian's like, there are laws, there are authorities.
Yeah, you're standing next to one. You're right near the main entrance to the building.
He'll pull it.
Okay.
And then
the alarm goes off, and all of the employees go streaming out the front doors.
Okay. And then he will go towards where he saw his compatriots earlier, just so we can get the group back together.
Then you're heading up to the main office.
Okay.
So the fire alarm is going off?
The fire alarm is going off.
I pulled the alarm to get these other assholes out of here. The secretary up front said she called the cops.
They're not going to do anything. They're in on it. They've literally seen a giant running down the hallway. They've heard us screaming and fighting ants, and nobody's done anything. Like, come on, man, use your brain.
What are we talking about? What? I just assumed that everything is very, very loud for me. I'm just going to put myself on permanent disadvantage.
And that's true.
Until this fire alarm is over. And, like, I'm going to come down off the couch, but in a cool musical theater way, where I, like, push my foot down and the whole couch comes down with me, and I walk down. But, like, my ears still really hurt. And other than that, that's the only cool thing I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Ibis heads out of the room and is gonna... I want to pop my head in to see if Trish from HR is at her stupid desk.
All right, do that. You run around the corner. You bash through the two sets of doors. The conference room remains empty. The main floor room remains empty. You seem to have isolated yourself in the building.
Are there elevators?
Yes.
Aren't these the two elevators?
Yes.
I guess Ibis is going to say, I'm heading up the elevator if anyone wants to come and find out the truth.
What? I'm just, like, curled up where the sofa was because everything hurts.
I don't know if I'll even fit in the elevator. Can I take the stairs?
Is someone talking about hair?
Are there stairs?
Are you asking as Rosemary or are you asking me?
I'm asking the group. I'm asking as Rosemary. Do any of y'all know if there are stairs?
I mean, there's gotta be, right?
I have blonde hair. This episode of Nerdtime Chronicles is brought to you by 360 Arts Boulevard, a collective of independent creative professionals investing in ourselves together. Open to the public in early 2023. Join us on The Boulevard for shared online business services, e-commerce solutions, and community support. Find out more at 360artsblvd.com. That's 360artsboulevard.com. And we thank them for their support. This episode of Nerdtime Chronicles is also brought to you, as always, by Argo Novice, which is the studio that we all run. You can check out lots of stuff we do, including the 2023 5-Minute Film Festival, which is very cool, by visiting argonavis.tv. That's ARGONAVIS.tv. And, of course, if you like this show, please remember to rate us on Apple Podcasts, subscribe to us in your favorite podcast app of choice, and if you don't like this show, then I encourage you to go to our website at assembler.fm and find a show that you do like. Thanks so much for listening. Back to the show.
Can one of you pick up that numbskull and let's keep moving? I don't like staying in place for too long. Something doesn't feel right.
I scoop up Alanir and just follow Ibis.
All right. Hadron?
What is this?
That is the painting of Douglas in the armor and the giant dragon head.
Okay. I'll follow them, I guess, to the elevator.
Okay. Everybody gets in the elevator. And Ibis, you once again reach for the buttons and remember that you've tried this before and that everything except this floor is keycard locked.
I hate smooth jazz.
Is there a skeleton key?
In your pocket.
Oh, I
A
meant like
keyhole?
in the
No.
elevator.
There appears to be very modern elevators.
All right. Sarah, forgot that I had been in the elevator before. I forgot that I did that.
But I
earlier.
enjoy that you crammed everybody into the elevator with your now 7-foot giant, 6-foot wide elf and muscle armory dude are all crammed into like a normal office elevator. That makes me happy in my heart.
Damn it. Okay, good. Damn it, I forgot. And then
Ibis.
I guess we go back out of the elevator. Now, weren't there stairs earlier?
There are fake stairs in the picture of the desk.
Okay.
And somehow that became
Canonical stairs.
and they are now canonical stairs. They lead to the emergency exit staircase of the building, I guess. Sarah, roll insight.
Okay.
While I'm up, Rosemary's. I'm on Rosemary's shoulder. Is that right?
Yep.
Can I'm looking around for where the speakers are for the alarms.
Okay, you find them.
Great. I'm like tapping on Rosemary's and pointing at the alarms and making a grabby, breaky gesture.
I'll also say, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the museum. There were plenty of standard stock pieces of equipment, and
now
so
you
if
tell
everybody
us.
in an emergency grabbed one of the bags in the museum, you have whatever's on your inventory sheet.
Perfect. I feel Alan ear wiggling, and so I put him down because I can't see what he's pointing at.
All right, good. I'm pointing at the alarms. I know Ibis is doing a thing, so I don't want to take away, but Ibis is
Sure.
rolling something.
No, I rolled a 12.
I'm just going to remind you, because it was last session that we got to talk about it. The only place that you really know you haven't explored thoroughly is the ants were coming out of the supply closet in the break room.
That's right.
This one up here.
Because
There are two doors that Rosemary and Hadron passed that they haven't investigated. But you remember seeing the ants coming out of this small door to the side.
right. So I guess I had to that because part of me was thinking of like if I was an old rich dude who thought a lot of himself, I'd put a safe behind a really big picture. But I mean, do I waste any time if I go check there and then go and check the storage closet?
A minute of in-game time or something if you are going to just peek behind a painting, but...
Yeah, I want to peek behind the painting because I found a key and that's important. So yeah, I'm going to run back into the thing and I'm going to just take the painting off the wall if I can.
It looks like more wall.
Okay, well then I'm going to leave and I'm going to head to the storage closet where the ants are coming out of. And I'm going to say, I saw the ants coming out of the storage closet. Maybe there's an
Did you say
answer
something
there.
about pants? I don't... Is there anything I can throw in my bag of goodies that we got from the...
Yeah, you got a handful of daggers and...
Okay, I'm going to throw one at a speaker, at an alarm speaker. I just need that to go.
Roll a thrown dagger attack.
Oh, okay. All right, and I do that in my items, right?
In your spellcasting and attack list.
I see it.
What'd you get?
Dirty 20. 2 10s.
All right. Wait, that's not how a dirty 20 works.
You got a 15. You got a 15 both times.
I got a 15? Oh, I'm not in the chat
And
window.
I
don't
think
see
you're
it.
rolling with either advantage or disadvantage.
I'm rolling with disadvantage because it's so loud.
Okay, well you got a 15 both times.
All right. Your dagger strikes into the center of one of the alarm panels, and it goes... Wee, 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 wee.
Okay, great.
Well, good thinking, Butterfingers.
Guys, what about behind the painting?
I already checked. I saw the ants coming out of the storage closet when we were in the break room. Maybe they can lead us to something, or there's something behind there. Because dog-sized ants just don't happen every day, and we're all growing.
Well, yeah,
Some of
but
us.
if there are ants, what's probably back there are more ants.
And we've got weapons. Are you going to wait for the cops to show up? Because I don't think that they're coming. And you've just sent everybody else out of the building. So you can either leave or we can try to find the truth.
I heard something from one of the doors we passed on the way from the break room into the weapons room.
Okay.
All right. I'd rather try that first than see the ants head on. So yeah, I'll follow you. Lead the way, Polly Pocket.
All right, I go back into the weapons room and move the stuff that I barricaded the door with.
All right, cool. I'm going to just allow that to be true. All right, so you're now all crowded into this tiny cubicle sort of sized room. There's a door in every direction. And to the west, Rosemary remembers hearing sound earlier.
I try that door.
It's locked.
I push it open.
All right, roll strength.
I tell everybody to get out first, though.
Oh.
Everybody get out. I'm going to open the door.
Shit. Tell me twice.
Back to the west.
So you're going to get what amount of running starts you can get?
Yeah.
All right. Roll with advantage.
Is it in saving throws?
No, this would just be a strength check. So hit the word strength on your shield.
Sorry.
Oof. All right.
Hey.
So you bash into the door and it snaps beneath your shoulder and you go flying into the next room. And you see a very surprised employee look up from his phone as he sits on the toilet. And he sort of bolts back. And he says, occupied.
Sorry. I'm out.
You want to try the other door?
Sure.
All right.
Maybe
What do you
that's
do?
just the women's room. Is there a sign or anything on the door?
No.
I knock.
No answer.
Okay, now I open the door.
It opens and it is another single-use bathroom.
Unlabeled, very progressive company.
Yeah.
Right? Very good. So I guess, unless anyone's got to go to the bathroom, and I like to keep it in, are we going to check out the break room now?
Yeah, I'm already in there.
Okay.
That was me as Hannah.
Can, Ibis opens the fridge.
Okay.
And what's in the fridge?
Office snacks, somebody's lunch, one lunch labeled Trish with the date, and...
Ibis is totally taking that lunch.
All right.
She doesn't get lunch today.
Can I roll an
your
investigation, or whatever I would roll to eye up the room with this new found vision of mine?
Yeah, perception, I guess, because if you're just sort of taking in everything.
That's what I'm doing. 14.
Plus your bonus
plus
is
16.
16.
I've got to not
Right.
look at the dice. I've got to look at the chat window. Okay.
Yes. Or memorize all of your adjustments.
But I'm rolling
and
the
get to do
dice
it
from here.
Ooh,
From my character sheet.
Question, if I open all the cabinets and cupboards, would I find, ant spray?
Yes, I think you would find some ant spray down in there.
Great.
Jeff, you are drawn to the red soda vending machine, and it's off-brand drinks, but you take a note that they have very weird names. The one on the third one down, it's like RC,
Hey now.
Dr. Thunder, Red Potion, and a couple of others that you don't recognize, but the names are odd to you.
All right. I was driven initially by a need to quench my thirst, but suddenly I noticed, hey, guys, there's something weird about this. Red potion, other stuff that Aaron said.
Does anyone have any stuff? By the
I got
way,
a quarter.
Ibis is putting the bug spray, the ant spray, in his satchel or whatever.
Great.
Is there a place on the character sheet where I can write down what things I have?
Yeah, you can add it formally to your inventory. At the let me pull up your guy. So you've got item name, quarterstaff, dagger, dart, phoenix, fart, rock, ring.
Yeah, and just add
you
that
can
so I can add
hit the plus and then type in ant spray or whatever.
Okay. All right, so I've got skeleton key. All right, so ant spray, and then I have that skeleton key or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my questionable past, I'm checking out the vending machine for a way to use whatever my usual trick is to get a free red potion.
Okay, roll, I guess sleight of hand again when you're trying to be sneaky.
Always. Looking at the chat window, 6.
Oh. Okay, but you actually roll, because you see this how the 6 is red?
Yes.
That's because you hit a crit fail.
Shit. Oh no, the vending machine's gonna topple on me. I'm one of those guys stuck with his hand up the Tom's machine.
Roll a dex savings throw in addition to your previous roll.
There it goes.
All right. Yes, you knock into the machine Fonzie style with your elbow, but your newly enhanced strength bounces off of it and it wobbles, and it does fall down. But you manage to jump back and get out from underneath it. However, it is now lying down on its face.
Okay. Do I see a power cord coming out of the back? Anything weird about it? Behind it?
No, the back seems pretty normal. There's a power cord. It's plugged into the wall.
Okay.
I mean,
that didn't work.
Rosemary, could you pick up the vending machine that Butterfingers here dropped and we can get whatever's inside? Because maybe it'll be useful.
Sure. Can I just, kick it?
Bam.
Tell me more.
So, usually, is it the kind that has, a clear front so I can see where everything is in there?
No, it's more like a soda vending machine with the labels of what type of drink are in each button.
Oh.
But it's face down on its front at the moment. It's fallen forward and is now face down.
You're welcome.
Can I pry the back off?
Give me... Yes, you can. Well, you can certainly try. Roll strength. Just flat.
Okay. 10.
Okay. 10. So you get the back of the actual case of it off. And you just sort of hulk out on this car door style and peel the metal back off the back of the vending machine. And you get into the chamber that houses the Dr. Thunder. So you have access to up to 3 cans of Dr. Thunder at the moment.
Cool.
There's something called red potion in there. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Ibis will totally take 3 Dr. Thunders.
All right, great.
I don't think you need those.
Don't try to control me, Butterfingers.
Okay, but seriously, there's Dr. Thunder, there's other knockoff soda stuff, and then there's things labeled potion. Unless this is a surge situation here.
Well, get the potions then, Butterfingers. You seem to know what's going on, so go right ahead.
Am I able to wiggle my hand around?
Pick it back up.
Oh, she picks it back. That's much better. Okay. All right. Rosemary, can you just hammer this thing?
Sure.
Pop it open?
But won't she break all the potions?
I don't know.
It's worth a try.
How are you going in?
I'm all out of creamer, guys. I took it all from this break room.
I think I want to gently tap it with my hammer and see if I can damage the integrity of the structure.
All right. Roll dex.
Oh dear.
Okay. You gently tap the front of this vending machine in the front cabinet. Dents in a little bit, but a single can of soda labeled red potion drops into the tray at the bottom, and the sold out light turns on next to the button.
Right. I grab it. Hey, Farty, drink this.
I'm not drinking that, but I'll take it.
Why not? Drink it. I'm sure that you can handle whatever this will do.
Nah, man.
I have allergies. Necklace, Collider, Hadron guy, do you drink this?
What if we all take a shot of it, and that way we all know? That way it's not enough to hurt any of us.
I can't imagine anything that that you could eat that would ever hurt you.
Is there any label on the can except red potion?
Well, let me look for the nutrition facts. Aaron, what do I see?
The ingredients listed are red, potion, high fructose, corn syrup. Period.
All right, fine. I'll drink it. Down the hatch. Glug, glug, glug.
All right,
what do
roll
I have to live
2d4.
for? Roll 2d4. Oh, right. I do that in the window. Okay.
So up in the left-hand
Roll
menu.
/roll.
Or that, yeah.
What is it?
/roll space.
Yeah. Space.
2d4.
Right. Thank you.
All right. You recover 7 points of damage.
Well, I
so
needed
you
that.
are healed for 7.
So I hit my little red ring and I do +7. Is that right?
+7. Yep.
Well, what happened?
I feel jacked. But that's it.
Is there more potion?
It's very sweet.
Is there more potion?
I don't know. It kind of tastes like red, you know? Yeah, I feel like red could have a flavor.
Is there another can available?
Well, clearly you wouldn't want it. I mean, I offered you the first one, and, it beats me.
And what if you had gotten damaged, right? You were just going to sacrifice me to die, right? No, thank you.
I feel great. What are we doing, guys?
This is a good time for me to know everyone's name because you all know my name, but I missed any introductions.
Great. I'm Alanier, champion of my 4th grade spelling bee, snappy dresser, and coffee shop enthusiast.
Ibis is just going to turn and he's going to fart at you and he's going to go, I'm Ibis. He's going to fart on you, Alanier, right in your face, and he's going to look at you, and then he's going to slowly turn to Rosemary and goes, I'm Ibis.
You can't ruin this day for me. I'm seeing this as a mood booster as well.
And it's a powerful stank, though, because now I'm magical.
I'm Hadron, Lynn Hadron.
Nice to meet you all. This is a very weird day.
Maybe I'm Alan Air, like EIRE,
Yeah.
like my real human name.
So,
Sure.
real talk question, because I zoned out because you were bombarding me with this is Sarah asking, by the way,
Okay, thank
with
you.
the potions. Was there just one? Because there was so much cacophony, I did not process. There's just one?
When
All right.
she managed to get one, the sold-out light turned on next to the button.
Got you. Okay, that I didn't hear. Never mind.
But we have Dr. Thunder.
But we have
Oh,
2 cans of Dr. Thunder.
Oh, I got 3 of those, baby.
This guy's his own Dr. Thunder.
I want to go in the conference room and get my purse.
Okay, you do that.
Is
So I've got-
anything in the conference room?
A table, several chairs. The movie is still playing. She's on to how to request paid time off.
I grabbed Trisha's lunch. Can you tell me what's in Trisha's lunch?
It is a microwavable lean cuisine, a Activia yogurt, and a Diet Dr. Thunder.
Great. Keeping all of that.
I'm going out of the room. I'm going to talk to one of the employees.
They're all left because of the fire alarm.
Oh, shit. They're all gone. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
Except
so
for the
we're
one
not
that's in the
doing
can.
that. Where? Oh, yes. I go to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom to talk to the employee that's on the can.
I can't even stand my farts, right? So you're going to talk to the guy in the John?
Look,
Okay.
I'm feeling good right now. I knock on the door. Hey, buddy.
Occupied.
Yeah, I know. I was just standing right here. I got a question. Hey, Alan Air, first day here. What's with all of the attacking magical ants and what room full of game stuff that seems to do real things? Just what's going on here?
Can I see your ID badge?
It's on a lanyard, I assume.
Yeah.
I slide it under, but I hang on to the lanyard. And I pop it back real quick. And I'm hoping that he just thinks that I've got the clearance for it. There you go. Boom, boom. Now, listen, buddy.
Roll deception.
Okay. That's in... There it is. Deception.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Ibis is going to barge in.
Occupied!
Okay, and he's going to get real close. And he's because he's been running around, and Ibis hates running. He's going to intimidate him, and he's going to, grab him by the shirt and get him real close to his stank and goes, look, buddy, it's been a weird day, and you seem like you're unfazed by all of this, so I'm going to need you to start talking now.
I close the bathroom door on them both.
Why don't you roll intimidation with advantage?
Okay.
Someone help me hold this door closed.
I turned advantage, and then...
We'll call Jeff's a help action, and you can take advantage.
All right, intimidation.
Well, it's your first day here, huh? Well, welcome. Why don't I meet you out in the lobby in a second when I finish up down there? I'll wash my hands.
Don't trust him.
I don't care about the stank, buddy. Have you smelled me? Why don't you take a good whiff? And I'm gonna fart. Take a good whiff of that. Your stank don't intimidate me.
My grip on the door
answers.
is loosening quickly. Somebody help me with this door.
So why don't you take a big old whiff and rethink your answers, please and thank you.
I mean, did you watch the training video all the way through?
There were ants before we got through the video.
Oh, well, you gotta wash your own dishes. It's a company
I did.
rule.
I threw out both of my yogurts and I rinsed them and recycled them. So don't talk to me about not doing my part. I would like some answers.
I can't tell you what you want to know.
Fart him
Why
again!
not?
Fart him again!
Why not?
You haven't gotten your clearance all yet? I mean, can I see your ID badge?
Do I even have an ID badge?
Yeah, you were giving it to you with your welcome package.
Sure. As I do it, as I'm moving, because I'm exerting a lot, I'm going to fart again, and I'm going to show it again. And...
God, what's his constitution?
I would like to do, what is it? Where I disillusion people and make them think a thing. What is it? Minor illusion. And I want to show that, like, as I fart, there's a mist that goes around my ID badge that gives me the highest fucking clearance possible.
Mr. Threeman? Is that you?
Yeah, it's a new avatar. And I'm a buddy of Threeman's. So I just need to know what's happening.
You should probably go down to the basement then, yeah? I mean, if you're taking a team of new employees, I mean, you gotta get down to the basement.
What's in the basement?
Hey, what's your name?
Brian?
With a Y or an I?
Both.
That's the worst.
All right,
It used
Brian.
to be Brienne, but I fought my parents on it, and now I just say Brian.
Make a choice, Brian.
You be who you want to be, and don't let others influence you.
That's
Okay.
what I told them.
Finish up. And, like, I leave, and I yell to everyone, and I go, we're heading to the basement.
Okay.
He says that we have to head to the basement.
His
You hear
name
the
is
toilet
Brian.
flush. And he washes his hands and runs away from you guys.
So we just got to find out how to get to the basement.
Maybe it's
we
down
go-
those canonical stairs.
Hey, can we go to the front desk and see... Oh, what were you going to say, Hannah?
Oh, I have my phone, and so I'm using the flashlight to look in the closet where the ants were coming from.
You remember to charge yours.
All right.
Hey, Hadron, when you were at the front desk, did you see that lady's key card?
Yeah, Aaron.
You weren't looking for a key card at the time, so she probably had one around her neck as a lanyard, but that's all you would have seen.
Wasn't looking for one.
Well, we need a key card to use the elevator. Maybe one of the bozos in the office has left their key card.
What do I see when I'm...
Yeah, I'm going to resolve Rosemary's... Are you, like, looking under the crack in the door? Cracking it open a little bit? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm slowly cracking it open and shining my light in.
Okay. As you shine your light into the supply cupboard, it seems to be empty for the moment, but you notice sort of an odd, oversized, dungeon-y style trapdoor in the back corner. Next to that, there's a crack in the flooring next to it, which appears to be how the ants were crawling past it, but it's too small for any of you to pass through.
The crack is too small, or the
crack-
trap door?
The trapdoor, if you open it, should be fine to get anybody through. You might have to squeeze a little bit. Ibis will have to squeeze, but you should all be able to pass through. But the crack is definitely... The ants were sort of doing that, like, insect squeeze through thing.
I turn around and yell that I found a trap door.
Right.
Cool.
Does it look like it leads down?
Yes, it's down into the floor with the big ring and a castle-style lock next to the ring.
Wait a minute. You can't say trap door without trap.
Wait, did you say castle-style lock?
I hate trap music.
If I look at the door, would I see that, oh, maybe the key will work?
Yes, they appear to be the same size.
Great. I'm gonna do the key in the lock and turn it.
It resists for just a moment, and then you feel it release, and you hear a satisfying click.
Right. Let's go get some fucking answers.
I open it.
All right. There is a ladder leading down into the darkness. Ooh.
And I grab the key.
All right.
I don't want to be locked in. That's kind of...
I have my flashlight on my phone, so I'll go down first.
Okay.
Do I have a good elf vision? How would I know?
I believe you do have some amount of dark vision.
Okay.
I'll
do that thing I was doing before. I'm going to hang back and go last.
Yep, you have dark vision, so you should be able... You oddly can see down into the tunnel more than you expect to.
Cool. I just go last because that's what I've been doing.
Sure.
In fact.
All right.
You said in fact. In fact,
you can see pretty clearly all the way down. It's just in sort of becomes shades of gray as it gets further and further away. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get us to the next place. This is new.
Adrian cast a cantrip.
Did he? Light.
On purpose?
No, I was just trying to look at it.
Someone's played Dungeons and Dragons before.
That's cheating.
I'm so like level 1 in my playing of this game in life, Scott. I hope that you can endure it.
No, it's fine. Every game
fine, but I want it to be fun.
No. I mean, every game's different. Every group's different. It's
all right. Are y'all on a new page?
I see a little hall thingy.
Yeah.
Unless I see different than what other people see, and I'm ruining it, but I don't want to do that.
Shouldn't.
Okay.
I think we're assuming everybody has made their way down to the next level, right?
Yeah, I've just lost my character, so I don't know.
Yeah, I have to get him
back.
I
got you. Copy.
Gotta populate the board.
Ibis. Why you be in trouble, Ibis?
Rosemary would be up front, right? Rosemary went first?
Yeah, sorry, I was just sort of plunking people
gotcha.
down. There you are, off in the...
Maybe is asleep.
Something like that. Okay, so you descend the ladder into the basement, which looks mostly like a utility office basement, everything you would expect. The doors, however, there's one almost immediately to your right and immediately to your left that are oversized, that are more archaic looking, that they're big chunky lumber rather than the typical office door that you've passed. And at the far end of the hall appears to be either a stone monolith or perhaps a door. It's got a crack down the middle with a skull raised in bias across the surface of it, half of the skull on either side of the crack down the middle of the door. And while the rest of the sculpture seems pretty complete, the eyes seem like big empty sockets.
This is like a Zelda game. I feel like...
I'm flashing back to Indiana Jones, but I don't know why.
So, clearly, we gotta find the jewels for the eyes, right? And if there's a door to our left and a door to our right, then that means the things we seek are in them. Because clearly that's the boss door, right?
You know, you sure do seem to know a lot. Are you like a mole or something?
I just play a lot of fucking video games.
But this is real life, man.
Is it? Because I'm farting spells and you've got 2 swords and Polly Pocket is not pocket-sized anymore, so what do you want to tell me about real life? Anything's fucking possible.
This is definitely not real life.
Well, then what do you think it is? Like, you think we're all having some weird simultaneous dream?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or we've all been drugged by Trish from HR, because that's an HR nightmare, but okay.
Well, maybe we were drugged by you with your gaseous grossness.
Oh, you're going to blame me. I went on my own. I didn't include you. You're the one who followed me. I went on my own.
I'm checking out the doors.
Person of action.
From casual interaction, they appear like they would open if you pushed on them. They don't appear to be locked.
Does anyone care which door we try first?
I mean,
as long as the next leap
in?
is the leap home.
What are you talking about?
I push open the first door, the one on the right.
Okay. You just open it all the way? You peek in? What are you doing?
I open it a crack and peek in and shine my light in.
It appears what you can see is a large empty room. with a raised ceiling about to the next floor, and stone tile as a flooring.
I open the door all the way.
All right. You enter, or at least see into the next room, and your perception seems to remain accurate, except now that the door is open all the way, you can see straight across ahead of you is a large stone pedestal with a red gem sitting on top of it.
Ibis, I think you were right. Look in here.
I look in the door.
You see the same.
I feel like it's not going to be just a go in and get out kind of situation.
Well, maybe you should go find out.
Why are you being so snarky? I'm sorry, has your bodily appearance changed? You just kind of look the same. So let some of us who physically changed have a freak out.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm very uncomfortable in this weird enclosed hallway. Maybe I've got a thing.
Well, it's roomy in here.
And probably deadly.
So I guess, so like even if we look around, there's no, like we've got nothing. It's just empty, right?
Yeah, roll perception if you're going to take a scan of the room once you're in it. Yep.
Okay.
Nice. 19.
19. All right. So, Ibis, you sort of poke into the room. You see this tile floor. You see the pedestal on the far side. You take just a couple of cautious steps inside, and you feel as you progress further into the room that one of the tiles shifts under your foot as you go about 3 or 4 tiles into the room.
Okay. And I say the floor feels like it's shifting. If you stay, like, they feel loose.
Is the floor lava?
No, the floor is loose.
All right, I'm going to hang out in the door, and I'd like to roll perception and look around and see if I can figure out why the floor is loose.
All right.
Do that.
that.
Okay, all right. All right.
That is
my character's reticence is playing into
a big one.
Yep.
You see a big empty room, and in fact, you see the gem and something about it. You just want to beeline towards it.
All right, I start walking towards it.
Ibis puts out his arm and clotheslines Keebler Elf and goes, nope.
I start army crawling towards it. How strong is the attraction?
No, like, you just think it, like, you're like, why are these idiots staying at the door?
Oh, okay, I'm just going to walk for it. Okay.
I can solve this problem.
It's not like...
full on, Ibis grabs you and stops you.
Got it. What?
It goes...
It's just right there. Just take it.
It is never that straightforward.
Except when it is, it's right there.
We're not all going to get a happy-go-lucky potion.
So Alanir says, except when it is, and takes 1/2 step further forward, and Ibis and Alanir roll dex savings throws for me.
Here.
This the end of our heroes?
Hold on.
I just feel like this... I rolled that one. 6.
Great.
11. I just feel like the red potion, in addition to making me feel great, has made me a little dumb.
All right, so Alanir struts forward. Ibis tries to stop him. He takes another step forward, pulling Ibis forward with him. And as they lose their balance towards the front, the floor underneath them drops out from underneath them.
Oh.
And they are both managed to catch themselves on the edge of the trap drop by their hands, and they are dangling into the pit.